And we're live. We're
Okay,
live.
wait.
We,
How does my hair look?
how does my hair look? Good, good.
I
No?
mean, it doesn't look different.
How does that hat look? Oh man, we are live. Welcome back to the 110 podcast. Or welcome for the first time, all of our new YouTube viewers.
That's right. We're on YouTube, baby.
Yes, you can
YouTube.
see us. You see our ugly mugs live and in television right now. So
You could look at our crusty shape ups, no shaves. I haven't I haven't shaved in years. I haven't even fixed my beard in years,
yo,
bro.
it's going to be the struggle, y'all. It's definitely going to be the struggle. We're not the the pageant girls, but we get the job done. I'd say we get the job done.
We are not pleasant to look at, so I apologize to anybody watching on YouTube. But we
But
try
people
to
kept
bring
asking for YouTube videos, so we just
yeah.
hey, why not? Why not? But yeah, welcome back. It is your boy Mar B at just Mar B on Instagram.
And it's your boy Mick, aka iGoyaXX on Instagram. Don't forget to plug the YouTube channel, which
Yes,
I don't
yes,
remember right now, but we will plug it by the end of this episode.
yes,
So
yes.
I'll let your boys on there too.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff.
Don't we sound like noobs, y'all? Don't we sound like noobs? But let's just get straight into it, y'all. Let's get straight into it. First of all, let me ask you, Mick. This is
Holla at your
this
boy.
is
What's up?
this is a very important question. Do you know your five love languages? Do you know what the five love languages are?
I don't know the five love languages. I know that my love language is the one that doesn't like to get touched. I don't like any type of that
Okay.
affectionate stuff.
I
I'm not a
really
cuddler. I'm not a toucher. I'll rub the hair, but I don't really like getting touched myself.
I feel like I used to I feel like I used to be a cuddler, but now have changed into not like as much of a cuddler. I'm just like
Every
chilling.
guy thinks that he's a cuddler when he's a teenager.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Every
like
guy until they cuddle.
I'm not a cuddler. It's a lot of like you just get hot fast and like uncomfortable fast and like you're all contoured. I don't know. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. But yes, physical touch, or I mean, I guess that's not one of your top ones, is one of the love languages. The other ones are words of affirmation, receiving gifts, quality time, acts of service. Um I just took the test like yesterday for the first time. I mean, I kind of heard about it before, but I never like officially took the test. And it was pretty interesting. I think it held true to like what I really feel. I think my number one was quality time. And it was mostly about like, yo, I just appreciate when people listen to me. Like I really appreciate when people give me their undivided attention. Thus, I guess the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was quality time and acts of service, which is like, I guess like doing. I may be wrong, but I guess I chalked it up to like doing favors, helping out, making things easier for the other person, type of thing. Not so much transactional, but just out of the love. Like, hey, um, I washed your car yesterday, just because I thought you needed a car wash and you've been busy, that type of thing. Receiving
That's
gifts was
cute.
receiving
That's cute.
gifts. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would do that. Um, Receiving gifts was my last one though, and I don't know, man. Like, I feel like I agree with it. Honestly, I'm not like, I was just telling one of my friends yesterday, like, yo, when it comes to receiving gifts, I always feel like I gotta match it. Like I automatically kind of gotta give you the same thing or better, like automatic. So I feel this like guilt or like a debt, like you know what I mean, immediately. So I'm not like a receiving gifts person. Not really a receiving gifts person. And then yeah, words of affirmation too, I think was big on mine. But what do you think yours are, honestly, just from those?
I mean, if I were to guess,
Mm.
words of affirmation would would be like one of my top ones because I mean, I like to hear I love you.
Yeah, 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 I feel you.
You're the best type of thing. But I'm a weird guy, man.
Well, I mean, I like to hear that too, man. Like, oh, when I was taking the test, like some of the questions are like, do you like when people say that they're proud of you and everything? I'm like, Of course. What do you? I'm gonna say no. You know.
But that's the thing. I don't like people saying that they're proud of me.
Really?
Like, yeah, I don't like people like if you said that you're proud of me, I'd be like, stop it with that fuck shit, you know? But
Well,
I don't know. I'm weird.
I guess I can relate it to gifts. Like that's how I feel about gifts. I'm just like, all right, man. Now I gotta get you
It feels
something.
patronizing.
Yeah, like now I'm gonna get you something. You got me like I don't know, like a snow globe. Like, did I really want a snow globe? But whatever. I do appreciate all gifts. No, don't stop sending gifts to people that love me. I'm just saying. But
And if
yeah,
you want to send a gift, you can send it to our PO box. I'm joking.
yeah, we gotta get a PO box though. You never know. Some people might start sending gifts. We're
Uh,
welcome. We're welcome to
I
all gifts.
I doubt it. But yeah,
But yes, once again, y'all, welcome to the 110 podcast. Welcome YouTube. My friend, how are you doing today, man? How are you
I'm
doing this
I-
wonderful day?
I'm good, man. Tired as hell.
Yeah.
Helped my little cousin buy his first car.
Oh,
Yeah.
how was that?
It was buying a car during the pandemic is the worst.
I mean, buying a car at any time is like trash,
That's
honestly.
true. That's true. But I mean, with w- since the pandemic, everybody was able to get extra money. So these car dealerships are like vultures. They're like a car that I'll sell for $3,000 is now $6,000, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
This is you just got to get it how you live. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm sure it's crazy because I'm looking for a car as well. So now I'm just like, wow, this sucks.
I'll let you, boy. I got the connections.
You got the deals. Oh, all right, all right. Well, we won't talk on the side. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We won't talk on the side. But yeah, man, I've been doing all right too, man. I just came back from a weekend in AC. That was dope, man. Like, as a Jerseyan, AC is kind of like basic. Like it's your typical vacation, I guess. You're not going, anywhere super special if you're going to AC. But I haven't been there in a few years, like almost like 6 7 years that I've been there. So I just wanted to see what it was like, if anything changed. And for the most part, it really didn't. Some of the casinos got knocked down and everything, but I really did have a good time, man. I got an Airbnb. So I was just chilling in there. It's funny, I was just on my old man status the whole time, like getting up early, walking out to the beach, just looking at the water, coming back, watching some stuff on TV and everything, like just being an old man. I feel like I spend more time inside than outside, honestly. Couldn't go to the casino.
Why?
Um, oh, that's a whole debacle in itself. So my 110 listeners, for those who've been listening since the beginning, they might have heard me mention that I lost my license a while ago. Um, I mean, it's been over a year now, right? And honestly, all last year I had a tough time because of the pandemic. Like there was lines, 2 and 3 days long. And my pops went to go um get in line for, I think, to get a new license as well. And it took him almost a week, had to keep coming back every day, like, and basically chip down at the line until he got there. So I couldn't really take a week off of work and just for the chance to get a license, like not, you know what I mean? So I waited it out for a while. I lived life and realized how much you need a license for like every single part of your life, honestly. Um, but I finally, right before this AC trip, I was like, I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go get it. So I did what any, smart, responsible person would do. I procrastinated and waited till the very day that I was going to AC to try to go get the license. So, man, I take a trip to one DMV, and it's in Camden and it's closed. It's appointments only. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. Appointments only. I don't have an appointment because just some internet stuff. When I tried to make an appointment, I had an error message. So I just went in person, basically. So I go to Camden. It's appointments only. They won't even let me in. I end up going to Cherry Hill, and nothing. Same thing. Or they're not even doing licenses at this point. They're doing registration and titles. So I had to go all the way to another one, West Deptford, and finally I find out the reason why I couldn't make an appointment. It was because my license was suspended for not handing in the plates to my old car. You know how,
Yeah.
once you sell your car and everything, you have to surrender your plates. I didn't surrender my plates. I actually had them, at the house. Didn't bring them like an idiot. And they're like, yeah, your license was suspended because you didn't hand in the plates. So I told them I'm going to hand in the plates, and they unsuspended it. And so I'm thinking, so I'm overjoyed at this point. I'm like, wow, finally, all this is cleared up. I did like I can get my license, and I'm like, yo, so where are you going to print it out? And they're like, you can order one online and wait up to 20 days, and so as soon as I walked out the DMV, I ordered one online, and now I'm waiting. I'm waiting for it to come in. I'm mad I couldn't get it for AC, but I'm glad that I got it in general now. So it's a small loss. But
You look older now. Like you look like you have your life in order.
yeah, just off of that. Just off of that. But I couldn't go to the casino, whatever. And it was cool. That was fun. I was, just enjoying the beach, just being off of work and relaxing, honestly. But I can't lie, bro. I felt guilty, dog. Have you ever, like, I go on vacation. I didn't really tell anybody. Did I tell you I was going to AC?
Yeah.
I did tell you, right? I didn't tell too many people, or the people that I did tell, I kind of told them last second. And everybody started like calling me like over the weekend, like, yo, where you at? Do you want to hang out? Yo, where you at? You want to do this? Yo, where you at? And I'm like, nah, I'm in AC. And I get the same reaction from everybody. They're like, you didn't tell me? You didn't tell me? Why didn't you invite me to come? This and that. My mom called me. She was like, why don't you take me to AC? Like, bruh, it was like, and the funny part is that it was early in the trip. So I was like guilty the whole trip. I just felt like, like I'm
The
enjoying
only
myself.
one, the only one that I would agree that you should have probably offered to take her is your mom, but everybody else, fuck them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. W- Look,
But you
guys.
should have definitely said, "Hey, mom, I'm going to AC. Do you want to go?"
Yeah, I know it's messed up. It's funny because if, like I said, once again, the loyal 110 listeners would know I just tried to take the trip to New York with my friends, and it didn't work out. Everybody bailed. Just saying. So yeah, I just took this one alone, and I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna have fun. But yeah, I should have definitely brought my mom. I told her immediately, like, I'm gonna take you in a couple weeks. Don't worry about it. We're gonna go have fun and do everything. So
Bring
now,
her down in August. I'm going to be down there in August.
mm, that would be good. That would be good. You know what? That would be better, and I'll have more time to set it up and do something really nice. 'Cause she deserves it. My mom deserves it. But yeah, I definitely was going through that guilt the whole time I was in AC, man. I was just like, this sucks. This sucks. But otherwise, having a good week, man. Work is work. Regular degular here at the 110 podcast. But let's
I
get
haven't
in.
been to work in 2 weeks.
Oh, really? What? You in quarantine?
No. Uh, medical issues.
I see, I see, I see. All right, well, you got it, man. You got it. You've been enjoying yourself, hopefully, then, since we're on
Chilling.
vacation, anyway.
Chilling.
But let's get into our shout outs and shit for us for the week. Um, man, so our shout out for today, it was a reluctant one, man. It was a reluctant one I had to make, but I got a shout out to ASAP Rocky, man. Seems like ASAP Rocky is he's coming out of his shell that he's been in for a couple years. I think he hasn't really dropped any music or kind of been in the tabloids for a few years since
In
he
a
got
long time.
since he got like locked up. I think that was in like 2019 overseas. I think in Sweden. It was a
Yeah.
whole debacle. But other than that, he's been low, man. And I guess we realized the reason why recently. It's because he fell in love with Rihanna. He fell in love with Rihanna. I mean, who wouldn't fall in love with Rihanna, to be honest? You? Are you raising your hand right now?
We
Yeah, we
spoke about this already.
but I tried to, I guess, block it out of my mind because I just couldn't believe that anybody could not fall in love with Rihanna, honestly. How could you do that? How? Well, then I guess you won't feel the same way I do about this shout out. Supposedly they freaking have been dating on and off since 2013, and now he's saying that she's the one. The one, man? The one? I've known for longer, man. That's all I'm saying, Rocky. That's all I'm saying. I've known for long. I've known since Ponder Replay, Rocky. I've known since Ponder Replay. But you got it, you know what I mean? The
When did she
fashion.
break up with Drake? What year?
What year did Take Care come out? That's all you
Okay.
need to that's all you need to know. No, I think it was like 2012 or something. I don't know. I don't
And
know.
was she with Chris Brown before or after?
I think before that. I think before that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I know. There was a few before me, but somewhere down the line I was
No, no,
supposed
no.
to.
I'm,
Mm.
I'm just trying to figure out if they've been off and on dating since 2013. I'm just trying to figure out.
Oh yeah. Well, it's just, this is all reported. You know how certain celebrities are, man. It's just you can never really pin it like the actual story. You know what I mean? It's just all rumor and speculation. But ASAP Rocky did say in an interview with GQ that he feels like she's the one, and he feels like she's a million of the ones. You know what I mean? Like at the same time, which sounds like he's super, super in love,
He
man. So
sprung. He sprung.
but once again, I say it's Rihanna, bro. How do you? I mean, so all right, man. If you don't like Rihanna, who were your celebrity crushes growing up then?
Growing up,
Growing up, because Rihanna was mine growing up. Like that's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't. I mean, I don't know.
Oh
This
man,
question catches me by surprise.
YouTube. He's not trying to get caught up. That's what it is.
No,
He's
no,
not
no,
trying to
no.
get
I
caught up.
mean, all right. So honestly,
Go ahead. Honestly, break it down.
it's gonna sound crazy, insane. Keisha Cole.
What? How does that sound crazy, bro? How does that sound crazy? Keisha Cole is beautiful. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. I love Keisha Cole. I love Keisha Cole. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I had a few. I think I had a few.
Nunu ATL.
Oh, true. Lauren London for
Lauren
sure.
London.
Lauren London for sure. I
Shout
had
out Nipsey.
shout out Nip. Damn, RIP, bro. Um, I had Christina Milian early on. Christina
Mm,
Milian definitely loved Don't Cost a Thing. I was like in love with Christina Milian. Um, like when I was like mad young, Angelina Jolie, that was like a big one for me.
never, never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought she looked cool, I guess. That was my thing. And then yeah, it was Rihanna for a really, really long time. I can't even lie. Like I said, since I saw the Ponda replay, I was like, who is that? So I'm hating right now. Like I said, it was hard for me to make the shout out to ASAP Rocky, but shout out ASAP Rocky, I guess. You know what I mean? You got that, man. Shout out, congratulations to you and all the love. Damn, I sound like a hater, just salty, just saying it, but
You do.
no, for real. Shout out. I really do mean that. I really do mean that. And now on to our shit four. On to our shit four for the week. It goes out to Nicki Filippi. Filippi? I'm definitely saying your name wrong, but it doesn't matter. And her husband Dan. These are YouTubers. They're trying to adopt a child through an organization called Whole International, and they were trying to adopt a child from Thailand, right? But it kind of all went wrong. They ended up canceling the adoption for a couple reasons, but one main reason, and that was because look, man, in Thailand, you're not allowed to film your child or talk about or post your child on social media. And these YouTubers, Nikki Filippi and her husband Dan, they thought that was the line, bro. They thought that was the line. They were like, I
Do they
can't take.
live in Thailand?
They don't live in Thailand. They live in America. They wanted, I guess, to adopt from Thailand, over on this side.
So you bring them over and you can do whatever the hell you want.
I maybe okay, maybe I'm wrong, but I guess for the first year, all right. So they informed the couple that they don't want to do this because they want to keep these kids from being exploited for social media clout. So I guess it doesn't matter where
That makes
that
sense.
is. You know what I mean? Like, but these man, these YouTubers, I watched a video. It was kind of cringy. Just with them explaining why they didn't want to adopt a kid anymore. And like I said, the explanation was for the first year, the adoption really isn't like finalized, you know?
Right.
So you kind of have to wait a year to do everything as a family, you know what I mean? Which is understandable. I'm sure they want to make sure that everything is good, whatever, you know. But in that same year, you can't, you know, post this child on social media. You know, you can't talk about the child supposedly either on social media or whatever. I'm giving them shit though, man. Not for denying, you know, for canceling the adoption or whatever, but for even saying that you did it because you can't post them on social media, dog.
I understand. I understand both sides.
Explain.
So I understand that why Thailand or this adoption agency wouldn't want them to exploit the child.
For sure.
It 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 keeps the child safe, which I understand. But also it makes me question the adoption agency because where the hell did they get this kid that they don't want people to know that like where this kid's at?
I feel you. I don't know. I guess my mind didn't go there. I leaned towards more towards like safety of the kid.
Right.
Yeah.
But I hope it's for the safety of the kid and not for safety of the agency type of thing.
Mm,
And I understand the other side of this is our job.
mm.
Like this is what we do. Like we make money off of this as a couple and we want to do it as a family. Like now you're hindering us making money. Like our job.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can see that, man. But it's just like, all right. I just feel like you could not have the kid so much in the YouTube video. You know what I mean? You could make a video entirely, you know, with the kid present, but just not in the frame. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
but they're not supposed to mention the kid either.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So it's like how do we work around this?
Okay. I mean, you make valid points here. You make valid points here, but I'm still giving them shit, man. I'm still giving them shit regardless. I just bro, you could have said, all right, so they could have leaned more on the whole, yo, you know, things won't be finalized for a year and we don't like that. We want to be a family right away type of thing. You could have got that off. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? The social media thing, although I understand that it's your job, I don't know. It was just a tad distasteful. I'm giving you shit. I'm giving you shit anyway.
I can understand what you're saying
Hmm.
though.
Um, but let's get on to more a little bit unpleasant news, man. Unfortunately, I surprised you with this, bro. But today, Paul Mooney, actor, comedian, writer, just
Writer.
passed. Yeah,
Huge huge writer.
writer. Yeah, like emphasis, all capital letters on writer. He passed away today at 79 years old.
That hurts
Yeah, man.
because he is a legend. People don't realize the amount of work that Paul Mooney had his hands on.
Yes, man. Yes. So not only, you know what I mean, you know, well, first of all, he started off as like in like a ringleader, like in a circus. I did not know that. That was like
That I
kind of
didn't know.
where he started his career. And then, you know, took that and forayed into like writing jokes and everything. He went on to write jokes for Richard Pryor, the legend. Like nothing needs to be said more than this, honestly.
Arguably top two comedian
All time, man.
of all time.
A goat for sure. A goat for sure. He also wrote for Stanford and Son. He also wrote for Good Times. He also wrote for In Living Color. Like these are classic shows, man. Classic shows with great writing. And he had pieces in all of these, man. And then
And every comedian,
mm,
every comedian that you like was somehow influenced by Paul Mooney.
for sure.
Whether it was watching him or having conversations with him.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you that every comedian that you listen to was influenced by Paul Mooney in
Or
some way.
yeah, and whether they know it or not, because I'm sure their favorites probably took something from Paul Mooney too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, oh man, definitely just a legend for sure, man. And of course, a lot of people know him from his appearances on the Chappelle show, man. Um, he had the sketches Ask a Black Dude and Mooney at the Movies, which are some of my favorite sketches in the Chappelle show. He was always just like brash, straight to the point. Um, he was like Negro Damas at one point where he was like telling
Yeah.
they asked him, why do white people love Wayne Brady? He's like, because Wayne Brady makes Bryant Gumbel look like Malcolm X. Like, this is the
Yeah.
man. This is the man Paul Mooney was, man. He made not only did he make us laugh, you know what I mean, but he definitely made statements with what
Brash
he said.
state.
For sure.
And apparently that's how he is.
Yeah.
Like I listen to a lot of comedy podcasts
Mm.
and they say that that is Paul Mooney. Like that was not a show.
He was true, man. True to his form, man. I think he's one of those people. I obviously never met him or never knew him or anything like that. But he seems like one of those people that's like um as funny, on the stage as off. Like he's just not. It's not like an act. Like he's
Yeah.
just being him. You know what I mean? So definitely well respected. Will be well missed. For sure. Shout out, rest in peace, Paul Mooney. For sure, the legend, a legend, man.
I just I just want to take a second that I realize
Mhm.
if we have younger listeners, you mentioned two people that I'm pretty sure that they have no idea who they are.
Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady and Brian Gumbel.
Yeah, and maybe Malcolm X. I mean, now they're
I
talking
hope
about
not.
it. Look, man, come on, Gen Xers, whatever you are,
Gen
Gen Z,
Zers.
whatever, man. Just come through with the TikToks and all that. But now I'm gonna have to go watch. Now I'm gonna have to go watch. Old Chappelle show. Just everything, Paul Mooney. Honestly, man, just to laugh a few more times. With him, and that was definitely something that I did a lot over quarantine, bro. I think I rewatched all of those Chappelle show. So many different shows, bro, and since this is one of our first YouTube episodes, man, I feel like we should rehash one of our first topics ever. Honestly, probably the reason why we started this whole podcast in the first place. It was the quarantine. It was the quarantine. So like about a year ago, um, Corona happens. I'm sure everybody listening to this under the sound of my voice knows what happened. Corona happened. And Mick had this idea for a while. He wanted to have us talk, on a podcast for a while. I would say over a year,
Yeah,
possibly
easily.
two, but like easily a long time, definitely. And during the quarantine, while we're all sitting in the house, while we're off work, while we're just chilling. Actually, I wasn't off work; I was working this whole time.
I was working
But
the entire time also.
yeah, so never mind. So while we were fake quarantining and everybody else was sitting in their house,
We figured that y'all would have some extra time.
exactly. So we made the podcast, and the first thing that we talked about when we cracked the mic, man, was the quarantine. I think I might be wrong. Y'all can fact check me, but it's the first topic on my topic list. So,
Already
um,
getting fact checked on your first YouTube
yeah, I
clip?
know, I know.
Jesus
You
Christ.
look, man. The comments is crazy. The comments is crazy. I know they're already going to be coming from my sheet. I already know. So I'm getting it out the way. Yes, the first.
Why do you think I mentioned that I haven't shaved? Like I'm making everybody aware.
Everybody just
Yes,
look.
I know.
You're
I know.
Eminem. You're Eminem in right now. Last battle, just
Exactly.
getting it out the way. I feel you. I'm right there. I'm right there with you. But now, man, it's a year later. It's a year later. We're a year wiser. We're a year healthier, possibly. I don't know if I'm healthier, but how do you feel about the quarantine, bro? How do you feel about
I feel like it was a complete waste of time.
expand, expand? How do you? What do you mean?
I mean, let's think about it for a second. Florida. Florida has been living life like nothing has ever happened. COVID did not exist in Florida.
The, the,
Florida, within the last 2020 and 2021, has shown that Florida does not care about anything. While everybody was frozen during that winter blast, whatever it was, Texas was frozen over.
Frozen.
Florida was living life. People were escaping to Florida,
What
and Florida's not in that bad of. It's not in worse shape than anybody.
you have
Te-
points.
Texas lifted their mask mandate. Have you seen the stadiums, the baseball stadiums?
Oh, they're full. They're full.
They're completely packed. And since they've done it, they haven't had any COVID deaths.
That's crazy. That's
That's
crazy.
insane.
That's
That's insane.
crazy.
So I do believe that a month or two, to make sure that people, not everybody gets it at one time. I understand it, but there should have been a little bit less restrictions.
Oh, man, it's. I agree. I definitely. I agree with you to some point, and also it's hard for me to place as much blame or place as much vigor on my anger, I guess, at being locked in, whatever. Because look, man, this thing is totally new. This thing we never seen it before. This is our first go around,
I
first
agree.
trip around the sun, and I can be understanding to being overcautious than what I mean, rather than
I agree
just
because
being a little
right now I'm playing Monday morning quarterback.
more.
I already seen the plays and I knew, like, I already know what happened. So, I if you listen to the old episodes,
Mm,
I was like, everybody stay in the crib, mask up,
that's true. That's true. He was
because,
heavy. He was heavy.
but so I drink the Kool Aid.
Well, all right, man. What do you think that we're out of the water
One
just
hundred
just
percent.
just yet?
One
Yeah,
hundred
100%. Oh, you
one
said it
hundred
like
percent.
you said that very, very quickly, my friend. Very, very quickly. I mean, I don't know just yet. Maybe I'm still one of the overcautious type, but
The
just
reason I say that is because I think people stop caring.
I see. I mean, yeah,
I think at this point people stopped caring, and people weren't visiting their families, people weren't traveling, all that. People are like, you know what, whatever. We've been like this for long enough. I'm gonna go do everything, and I feel like everybody that was gonna catch it caught it.
I mean, I would say the worst is it feels like it's over for sure. Um, and yeah, a lot of people are getting vaccinated right now too. So it's been going down. It's definitely been going down, man. It's crazy now to see like the mask starting to come off, man. At my job, they just announced they're like, yo, if you have, both vaxes, if you have your card, yo, you can go no mask. And I'm starting to see like people who return back to life.
I'm afraid to do that.
Uh,
You
I
want to
can't.
know why?
Why's that?
Because I've been working at this place since the pandemic.
Mm.
I've never seen anybody's face.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what I'll say has definitely revealed. It's revealed a lot to me, man. It's revealed a lot to me. There were a few people that I could tell, they let the face go. Like they like a couple dudes let their beard kind of just rock or whatever. I mean, look, this is girls they were just chilling. They weren't wearing makeup or anything. And when that mask came down, and I saw that, that sweaty mustache, mustached face, or like the pimples on your face. Look, man, we've all been through a lot. I can't super judge, but I will say it is funny that there are some people that I've met now, in the time that I've worked, that I'm like, yo, I never seen your face before. I've never seen your face before, yo. And now seeing it for the first time, and you kind of look different than what I thought you would look like. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I I mean, there's some people that I can't wait to see what they look like, but there's some others that I'm like, I know you ugly.
I know you
I
ugly.
know you
Look,
ugly.
man, just keep your eyes up, eyes up. You might have to keep that mask just for the fashion type of thing. Um, but Man, of any of all the things, did you learn anything about yourself? Like, or did you learn to appreciate anything, you know what I mean, out of this whole thing?
I I learned to appreciate actually getting out and doing something
Mm, mm. Definitely deep.
because before the pandemic, I was doing the same thing that I was doing during the pandemic, not doing anything. Now I realized that since I didn't have the option to do stuff, you got to take advantage of everything while you have that option.
Yeah, man, for sure. It's funny. I vividly remember at the beginning of the pandemic how many tweets, captions, videos of people being like, "Oh, I was built for this. Oh, I was already pandemic. I was built for that. You always did this." I probably said it myself. Oh, I'm built to be by myself and blah 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 blah. And bro, I don't hear that anymore. And I don't hear that anymore. I hear people begging to be outside. I hear people begging to just be around people. Man, even myself, man, I broke down. I'm like, yo, I gotta be around people some to some degree, man. So I just went outside a lot more, just walked around and now I can say one thing that I really truly appreciate is like just having like a conversation with somebody, like even like a stranger or something like that, man. Just being able to sit down face to face with somebody and just talk about like what's on your mind. Um,
Today it challenged. I did something that I haven't done in a while. I
so
went to the dealership, mask off,
oof.
and shook hands like a man.
Oof.
I shook hands, bro,
Risky, risky. I
and
can't
I was like, wow, I missed this.
I can't lie. I've been early back in the shaking hands game only because yeah,
I
it
mean,
was wrong. Look, it was wrong. I ain't gonna lie. But I was early back in it because I was like, I need something, man. I need something. Um, but yeah, bro, I do definitely appreciate having a face to face conversation with somebody, just looking them in their eyes and just like being able to talk, relate, and not have to worry so much about like both of us dying possibly within the next 7 days or something like that. You know what I mean? So, man, pandemic's definitely
did you get
been.
vaccinated?
Ooh, it's coming. Look, man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I for a long time I was just like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. I'm holding out. Nah, I never get the newest update of the iPhone, man. I just always wait until the next update comes up,
I
to make sure
mean,
it's
you
good.
just switched from an iPhone 6 to iPhone 9. So
To 12, to 12. All right, I went up this month. So in I guess within that same fashion or whatever, I gotta get back stuff. I think I gotta get back stuff, man. I was off of it for a long time, but it's just like everybody's freaking pressuring me, man. It's peer pressure, and not that I
no
care about
pressure.
that. Yeah, it's not that I care about the outside. It's mostly my mom. My mom is like really hitting me with it, like literally every time I talk to her, she's like, "Did you get vaxxed? Did you get vaxxed? Did
Did
you
she
get vaxxed?"
get vax?
She did. Fully vaxxed, all good to go. But yeah, she was like, she has been pressing me. Like now she like makes fun of me a little bit, what did he say? Oh, we were watching the news report of, oh, you can go outside if you're fully vaxxed, you can go outside with no mask. And she was like, oh, you can't go outside with no mask. Like, I'm like, all right, I get it. I get it. I can't go outside with no mask just yet. Just relax.
Your mom is hitting you hard,
She
yo.
pressing me, yo. She's
AC,
super pressing me.
vaccines.
Pressing me, yo. Pressing me. I think those are tied into each other. It's like, yo, you went to AC without the vaccine. You know what I mean? It's
Dangerous, bro.
dangerous. So I appreciate my mom for looking out for me, man, looking out for me. But yeah, the pandemic has been crazy. It seems like it's over for the most part. I don't know if we're fully out the water, but at the very least, like you said, people just don't care anymore. They're just like, whatever.
They don't.
But on to something that I did a lot during the quarantine, and that was listen to music. um Man, a lot of new great music dropped over the last week, over this last weekend. Nicki Minaj dropped. And that was crazy, man. Now she re-released one of her old favorite fan favorite projects, Beam Me Up Scotty. I don't know if you do you remember this project, bro? Because I vividly remember this during our 10th grade, 11th grade year, maybe.
You said the words fan favorites. I'm not a fan of Nicki Minaj.
Well, I only say that because in our school, in our high school, there was definitely a lot of Nicki Minaj fans, and I remember when these songs came out. Like I'm talking about, like Itty Bitty Biggie Pity, Itty Bitty, I can't even say it. It's a freaking tongue twister. Itty Bitty Piggy, Dunk, the Chirac remix. When these songs came out, bro, people were going crazy, especially the girls. Nicki was big in Philly, in her come up. Like I remember Power 99 playing her a ton, when she first came out. So that's why this project kind of stood out to me, because it came out during that time, basically. So she re-released it for streaming, put out a bunch of, the fan favorites, all the songs that people grew up loving, and then added a few new ones on there too. One of the new ones was, what was it called? Seeing Green with Drake and Wayne. Bro, this song, filthy. Filthy. Wayne is spitting like
So
different
Wayne's
level.
back. So
Huh?
Wayne's back.
Look, man, I don't know if he's like fully back. I feel like Wayne shows glimpses from time to time. Um, but that was a glimpse. That was a glimpse for sure. Wayne had a crazy verse. Drake had a crazy verse. Like he was really rapping on there, and Nicki too, which is like, it's it's not surprising, because I feel like when Nicki is like with next to some heavy hitters, she always like really has a crazy verse too.
I could agree
Um,
with that.
and even a standout verse. You know what I mean? But this was another one of those classic sample. Like this is like, man, it kind of makes you feel like almost early 2000s type of vibe, man. They were just straight up rapping. Uh,
So I have a question.
Go ahead.
I heard that one of her bars was, "I'm a cop in New Jersey." Shout out to Camden.
Yes, dude, we got the Camden shout out in there. Shout out South Jersey. Shout out Camden.
So there's a lot of people on my Facebook that are like, "Oh my God, Nicki Minaj shouted out Camden," but then there's a lot of people like, "That bar is whack." Which, if you take it at face value,
Hmm.
it is trash. However,
Just a deeper dive.
I don't. Yes, I don't take it at face value.
Okay, what do you think?
So it's well documented that Cardi B and Nicki Minaj have a beef,
Okay.
right? Do you think that that is a dig to Cardi B for for Cardi B? If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck.
Oh, I don't know. That would be, man. You got the conspiracy hat on today, bro. That's a good speculation.
So
I don't know.
because she's never mentioned Camden ever.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. She never really mentioned Camden ever.
For
Wow.
people that don't know, um, Cardi B has that song. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. But
Yeah.
when it first came out,
First
there
verse.
was um, there was a controversy that she stole that song from a well-known Camden rapper,
Yeah.
which is Mir
Fontaine.
Fontaine,
Yep. Yep.
and his partner Mir
Mayor,
Peso.
Mayor Pesos, yeah, both dope rappers out of Camden for sure, for sure.
So, and their song is very, very, very similar. I mean, I literally think that
It's
they
the song.
like Cardi just added one more. If it's up,
Yeah, it's definitely the same song, but I didn't. Wow, I didn't even connect those things. If that is the truth, if that is like a little sneak bar in there, that's super clever. I'm not even gonna lie. But regardless, I'll still take a Camden shout out. You know what I mean? I'll still take the Camden shout out. Shout out South Jersey once again. Shout out Camden, man. But these Nicki songs were really good, man. These new Nicki songs are really good. She's definitely putting a great foot forward. I don't know if she's gonna be dropping another album with like newer stuff, but I think this was a good move. Like, Nicki fans are like super rabid fans, first of all. So they're gonna eat this up.
What's worse, the Barb's or the Beehive?
Ooh.
Not worse.
The-
Sorry, worse is a bad word. What's who is more supportive, the Barb's or the
I
Beehive?
like that. I like that. Man, I think that the Barbs do like show more like outward love, like they do more crazy things like for their fandom, but the Beehive is like definitely a bigger entity. I would say like definitely a bigger entity within its own. Um, even greater question: whose wrong side would you not want to be on? Basically, I mean, who would you want to get shit from? Basically,
I think that the Beehive has shown that they're a very, very, very powerful.
a strong,
Yes.
strong hive. Look, man, I'm part of the Beehive myself. I like Nicki too. I rock with the Barbs
Oh
too.
yeah, I
So yeah,
mean, no, I'm not a part of the Beehive, but I'm a
yeah,
huge, huge, huge Beyonce supporter.
yeah.
But I will not identify as a Beehive member
I like
because that group is very controversial, very,
that.
very aggressive, very
Look,
aggressive.
man, this is our
I would
first.
rather join the Bloods or the Crips than join the Beehive.
Look, man, this is our first YouTube. We gotta get on the good side. We gotta get on the good side of the
No,
Beehive
no, no.
and the Barbs.
I have. They know that they're aggressive.
They
They know it. They're like, yes,
love it.
and
They love it. Yeah,
and
they love the game. But shout out to both, man. But shout out to Nicki. That Seeing Green song is crazy, crazy. And the song right after that is Fractions. Nicki's back on her gritty stuff, man. Like this is great, great, great for hip hop right now. Um,
I agree.
it feels like that. It feels like we kind of getting back to like the period of time that I kind of love when it was like Nicki, Drake, freaking Cole, all on top. You know what I mean? To me, that felt like that was like when the rappers were rapping for my age, for my demographic. Of course, 90s, don't kill me, 90s people, you know what I mean? But let's get into Cole so I can transition, my friend. Cole dropped an album the off season this Friday as well. And Cole is one of my favorite rappers, if not number one. This was a top three album from him. I'm just saying it off rip. This was a top three album from him, possibly number one. I'm not gonna lie to you. The level of rapping that this man has taken it to,
The level of bars.
the level of outright bars, bro. He's going crazy, bro. He's definitely taking it to like a whole different level. And what I liked about it is that like he not only had the bars, like, but he also it seems like he's really playing with like the younger flows, like the younger type of melodic sounds and everything too. Which is something that he did his whole career, honestly, but it just sounds like I don't know, like a younger type of song. Some of them, man. Do you have any favorites?
I had to listen back
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to make that choice.
I feel you because um I'm the same way with it where I like to listen all at once. I don't care what song is which, just give me the music, give me the music. But I will tell you, I listened to it, so it dropped the day that I was going down to AC. I listened to it like um
It's a short album.
yeah, yeah, it's only 12 songs or so, only a couple features, but definitely super dope. Definitely super dope. But I listened to it like early in the morning on the day that I was going to AC, right? And I'm walking up the street. I'm just taking a long walk, like just to like, I just want to listen to it. Like I want to like, be in the zone, I guess, when I'm listening to Cole. So I get through the songs and I get like 8 songs in, and this guitar comes on, and I'm like, 2 seconds into it, I'm like, I know I'm gonna love the song. I know I'm gonna love the song. So it starts off, he's like, "Pride is the devil," something, right? And he starts singing, and like, I didn't even hear anything. I just knew just off of 2 seconds. I was like, "This is it. This is already it." So he starts rapping, whatever, and bro, I'm like, yo, this is fire. This is super, super, super fire. Like, I know this is gonna be my favorite song on the album, whatever. And the verse ends, whatever. He gets to the second verse, he starts going crazy, and then I hear Lil Baby come in, and I literally like throw the headphones, jump out like they got Lil Baby on this. They got like I was going crazy, bro. And I would
But
say
in excitement or
in excitement, like I was no,
okay,
I was excited, and
because it was a good verse.
I was gonna say I dare say I think Lil Baby might have caught him a little bit on the verse.
I mean,
He
it showed a side of Little Baby that we're not used to seeing because we already suspected that Little Baby should not be considered these mumble rappers.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. He has bars for sure. He has bars for sure. But this one,
We've
mm,
already said there's a possibility,
mm.
but I think he was like, no, it's you're right. Like I'm the shit.
Yeah,
So
yo, he really like, yeah, this was his opportunity. This is definitely his opportunity to like be side by side with the top tier rapper, you know what I mean? Like a top tier lyricist specifically. And he like showed and proved, bro. Like I'm telling you, this Baby verse sounded like low key better than Cole's verse, man. And it just made me even
just as good. Just as
just as good. No, I'm saying low key better for a reason, man, because it's this is the off season, right? This is called the off season album. This is Cole kind of winding down and getting ready to retire, right? And me as a fan, what I've learned of music and of Cole in general, right, is I learned that like, styles and trends change, you know what I mean? Like the popular sound in rap or in music changes after a while, right?
right.
So when Cole was popular, 2012, 2013, I mean, he's been popular this whole time, but when Cole was like on fire, rap was different. You know what I mean?
It
Like,
was slower.
yeah, slower. People like Wale and Drake, like where it was like a lot of metaphors and like,
Big
just
Sean, I mean,
yeah,
Sean
exactly.
was like the king of metaphors.
That when you heard a good verse from them, that was like the top of what bars, like that was the top of a rap verse. You know what I mean? Like that was the pinnacle of rap verses. Obviously, underground people definitely had maybe crazier
Yeah.
verses than them, but I'm just saying, but now when I heard that Pride is the Devil and I heard how crazy Cole was spitting on it, and then when I heard Lil Baby on it, I thought the same thing. I'm like, this is like the pinnacle of like what rap verses are now, kind of like Lil Baby. Look, as much as I'm still an old hip hop fan at heart, I guess. Um, I can acknowledge that, man. Like what Little Baby does, like that melodic, straight to the point raps. You know what I mean? Like no fluff, no lyrical flips and everything. Like he just saying it straight how it is. That's the pinnacle of hip hop. Right now at least, man. Like and it sounded good, man. And to me, in that moment, I was like, "Yo, he sounds better than Cole right now. He sounds better than Cole, man." So it was super dope, man, to hear that album. Like I said, it was one of his best for sure. One of his best for sure. Would you put it top three yourself?
Top three out of what? I'm
Out
sorry.
of all his out of all his own albums.
I'll put it top two.
Ooh, top. What would the one? What would the number one be?
Um, Force Hill Drive. Force
Oh
Force
yeah,
Hill
yeah,
Drive.
yeah, yeah, man. Yeah. I could say top two as well, man. I could say top two as well. I mean, I'm almost ready to put it top one, but I gotta let it live, see how it lives. Because Forest Hill Drive, that was a monster, dog. That was
That
definitely a
was,
monster.
I mean,
That was a monster. But Cole is doing his thing, man. And while he just dropped the album, I think the day that he dropped the album, he played his first game in Rwanda.
nice.
Yeah, so he did his thing, got 3 points, 3 boards, I mean, a little something, something. But that's pretty dope, man. Getting professional points as a rapper, that's pretty fire, I must say. I must say. So since we're in sports, it's a big, big night for basketball, man. It's a big, big night. By the time our 110 listeners hear this, it might be over. But let's just give a prediction. The Lakers and Warriors are happening tonight. The Warriors have been on a tear. Freaking Steph Curry has been shooting lights out, like 40 points every night, 23s every night.
That's
And
nothing new though.
that's nothing new, truly. And LeBron and AD are back in the rotation. They've been injured for a few weeks now. They've been down for a while. I think this is the first game with both of them back, if I'm not mistaken. And this is one of the first nights of the play-in tournament. So it's finally happening. Double elimination, basically, between the seventh and eighth seed and the ninth and tenth seed. And this is to determine the seventh and eighth seed. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Lakers, Warriors, Lakers at home. Who you got?
Lakers at home. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
Bron and AD are in the building.
They don't scare me. Not this year.
I
They
mean,
scare me
look,
this year. I mean, they're both hurt.
they're both hurt, but it's still LeBron in the playoffs. That's just say everything it needs to say.
Yeah, but it's Steph in the playoffs.
It's Steph. It is Steph, man. One of my homies, Dill, shout out Dill, he just told me though that Steph is terrible in the Staples Center for some reason. I never knew that. That's something I never
That
really
is an
followed.
interesting stat.
Yeah. That's something I never followed, but we'll see. We will see tonight. I'm hoping that the Lakers freaking crush the Warriors and send a message that we're about to go back to back, baby.
It's not going to be a crush. I think that the game is a toss up because I think it's going to be a very close game.
It'll be close, man. But Steph is really gonna have to shoot lights out. I'll say this. This is my prediction, and hopefully, when this comes out, I'll be right. If Steph scores under 40 points, the Warriors lose. If Steph scores over 40 points, Warriors win. We'll
That
see.
is a great prediction, and
We will see.
I agree.
We'll see. We'll see. Um,
But how hard is it for Steph to score 40
it's not
points?
hard. It's not really hard. It's just a few threes, pop, 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 and it's
I
over.
mean, so that's what I'm saying. It's going to be a close game.
But this is what I want to say. Since this is the start of the playoffs, this is the beginning of possibly another run, for the Lakers to go to the championship. If LeBron wins this one, is he cemented as the GOAT? Because
As the GOAT, I don't like the term
under
GOAT.
under Bill Russell.
I don't like the term GOAT anymore
Okay.
because it's
Well,
used so loosely.
I mean,
But I will say this: he's already on the Mount. He's already on the Mount Rushmore of the
he
NBA.
he is, yeah, yes, absolutely. But this has to be another level up. If he makes it this time, it has to be another level up because it's going back to back, which we know is really, really hard off rip. Um, I don't know how many finals in a row, it's like 12, 13 finals in
12,
a row.
13. Yeah.
Like, you know, and another chip, man. And another chip.
This is crazy because 3 years ago you wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be thinking about it. I wouldn't be thinking about LeBron in such a light, man. But look, man, what can I do? You putting on the gold and purple. I got to root for you. That's how it goes. That's how it
So,
goes.
but I mean, go in its natural state. Like I think yes, I think we start saying he is the GOAT. But nowadays, everybody's the
Everybody's a
GOAT.
go. Everybody's a go. Everybody's a go. Well, let's talk about a freaking possible future goat. I'm putting it on him. He might be a future goat since 110. We're South Jersey, Philly, tri-state area podcast. We got to get into our birds at least a little bit. And when I say baby goat, I'm talking about our starting quarterback right now for our birds, Jalen Hurts.
Oh, I, I would have sworn you were talking about Joe Flacco.
Oh, my bad. Goat, maybe not. Another animal, I don't know. Bird? Flacco?
Jackass.
There we go. There we
But
go.
what do you want to talk about him?
Well, today it came out that he said he's not above having a competition. When asked, about being the
He
starting
could say
quarterback.
that now because his competition is Joe Flacco.
But
But if the trades that that are rumored: Deshaun Watson, possibly Aaron Rodgers.
If we get Aaron Rodgers, we're not getting Aaron Rodgers, man.
But those are the ones, you know, you know how those random people that are sitting in their basement are like, reports have it that you know.
You're not getting Aaron Rodgers, bro. We are getting. We're not getting Deshaun either. I don't think.
No, I don't think so. But if that were to happen, he's gonna be like, it's not fair. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
fair.
right. I'm the number one. Nah, I don't. I don't know, man. I don't know. I really think that everybody in the Eagles organization right now, besides Howie, maybe I don't know, are like really trying to put their best foot forward and like really trying to be like, oh man, we're doing this together. We can. Oh, it's the team. Oh, I love the team
I
aspect.
don't
We're playing rock paper scissors out together. Like,
I don't disagree with you because everybody below Howie is
mhm.
new.
So
I mean,
it's just that freshman twinkle in your eye. That's what
yeah,
it really what it is.
I seen a a thing that said only two players are going to be left on the team
Wow.
from the Super Bowl run,
Oh, so it's totally new guys in
or
there. It's
three:
totally,
Jason Kelsey, Lane Johnson, and BG and Fletcher Cox. So sorry, four.
slim pickings, man. Slim pickings out here. But from the goats, um, look, man. I think I'm gonna be optimistic for this year. Honestly, I'm gonna be optimistic for this year. I'm gonna say that we're all just trying to get on a new page, a fresh page, just to you know change it up, change it up. But it does look like the Eagles still got a long way to go. You see that freaking Zach Ertz is holding out of camp.
No, he was told not to come back.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
well,
was
I
told not
mean,
to come back.
so he was on his way out anyway, so it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, man. But let's move on to a part we both been waiting for. We definitely both have been excited for this next segment right here. We just talked about the Eagles. We just talked about Hurts. I'm calling him a Philly legend early. Maybe it's too early, but I can say we definitely are bringing up a Pennsylvania legend when we talk about this next
Definitely. I
person.
mean, and it's a legend that nobody knows about.
Yes, definitely an underrated legend, an unspoken hero, but a legend for sure. From the moment that we first laid eyes, man. So we gotta start. We gotta bring this up. We gotta bring this up.
So we're gonna take a real quick break, get so we could queue up this new legend, this legend in the making, the new goat.
Oh man, look how we sound. Look at our YouTube voices right now. But yes, it's the goat, man. I'm telling you.
So we'll be right back with you.
And we're back.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this guy that you see on the screen right now, his name is Hungry Man Ab. This
Oh.
man is probably one of the nastiest lyricists that I've ever found. He has a TikTok page where he drops us with bar after bar after bar.
Continuous, and doesn't stop. It really
It
doesn't stop.
does not stop. And what's crazy is that his bars are about food. This man is a food rapper, which is amazing. So, we're gonna hit you with a little preview. Well, not
Shout out to
preview.
him, man.
Shout out to Hungry Man Ab. If there's any listeners that know him, let him know that we want to that we want to get him on, speak to him, figure out his writing style,
Yeah,
how he figures this stuff out, because it's literally
it's
insane.
crazy. It's crazy, man. So clever.
So
All right,
let's
let's
check this
see.
out.
Let's see it. Oh my god.
FOE food over everything. MOB mayonnaise over biscuits.
Oh,
Sydney Ham
biscuits.
in Ontario, Drexel Hill, Shippensburg. It's Hungry Man the Hungry Rapper. I ate mussels for breakfast. Strong start. I ate a cameo roll. A small part. They closed the Auntie Anne's at the Walmart. I had the cop in the mall, Paul Blart. They put me in an asylum. I gained crazy weight. All I did was eat and play cards. I crazy ate. I said, well done. You took it out too soon. I only like my steak rare. Once in a blue moon. I'm locked up in Australia with my cellmate. He ate moldy bread. He couldn't move. It was stalemate. Alcatraz, I went fishing, I used jailbait. You break down these prison bars, you might have a jailbreak. I got a friend named Claire, she just got hitched. I caught her out on a date. That's not Cliff, that's a Sinclair. You're living single. Bread and wine at Church's Chicken, that's a Christian mingle. She said, I don't have time, it's getting awfully late. She tried to bribe me with cheese, I passed my offering plate.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Keep it. Nah, I need another one, bro. I need another one.
Another one.
Need another one. Hit them up.
FOE, food over everything. MOB, mayonnaise over biscuits. Sydney Ham in Ontario, Drexel Hill, Shippensburg. It's Hungry Man the Hungry Rapper.
Let's go.
You about to hear a food speech. Everybody bear with me like a nude beach. I ordered 2 pizzas from Chichester. Can't deliver, too far away like the first trimester. How about an extra $5? She said yes, she took a Lincoln to deliver to my Gettysburg address. I'm stuck with water weight like a trapped whale. Chubby phones in the oven, I'm trying to burn fat cells. They took my leftovers, that's not all right. I'm staring down at my plate like a called third strike. A junkyard Wednesday. We can scrap on sight. A single mom on Christmas Eve. I can rap all night. My wife is pregnant with Wilson. I'm just having a ball. I took 7 friends shopping, so we ate at the mall. I ordered 90 chicken wings. I didn't share with my friends. They only sold 10 pieces, so I ate 9 tens.
Went crazy. Went crazy.
Insane.
All right, now one more.
Let me see if I can find the video that put me onto him.
Oh man.
This man is a monster.
FOE, food over everything. MOB, mayonnaise over biscuits. Sydney Ham in Ontario, Drexel Hill, Shippensburg. It's Hungry Man the Hungry Rapper. My mama always told me, don't take no losses. If you order 20 nuggets, you get 20 sauces. 1 sauce per nugget. You dip it, then twist it. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down, re-dip it. Let me tell y'all some of the things that I do. I called Australia, ordered a fried kangaroo. Last time it was jumping. If you ain't try it, don't knock it. I told them cut the pouch off. They said, you out of pocket. I got a state property coupon. What does that mean? You get 1 for PD cracking, 2 for free. I gotta change my son diaper. Did he pee? Did the baby fart? I think I smelled doo-doo. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Baby shark. I got 24 donuts. I gave 1 to my son. I put the rest in the box. That's 23 and 1. I tried to steal an Easter basket from my grandson. He grabbed my arm. I still got the basket and 1.
And 1.
Oh my gosh, he just got too many bars, bro. It's too many bars, man. Too many bars. Yo, shout out to him, though, man. Shout out to Hungry Man. Man, we have to have you on the pod, bro. I really need to see the writing process. I feel like he's off the dome with most of it, bro. But
and if he is, do you understand how this man's mind thinks?
He's a monster. He might be a top 5. He might be a top 5. I can't even lie to you, bro. Can't lie. But
so is it safe to say that Philly, the tri-state area, puts out the best rappers,
bro,
the best lyricists?
Bro, Philly puts out some true hitters, bro. I mean, you already know Beans, Cass, Reed. The list just goes on, bro. The list.
I think we may need to rewrite our list.
Oh,
best East Coast rapper and put him number 1.
Look, man, we could have a straight Philly list, and he might top that, man. He might get Meek out the way. I don't know. I heard that lemon pepper freestyle, Meek. I don't know. I ain't love it, but this joint goes hard. He could have a lemon pepper freestyle. Like, he could have a lemon pepper freestyle.
He's a monster.
It might be hard, bro. It might be hard, man. But let's get on to our last segment. Usually we like to end things off with a few questions from Ask Reddit. Every week we switch off with each other and ask each other questions. So this week Mick, it is your turn to ask me some preguntas. Ask away. No.
Yeah, so I do have some very interesting questions for you, my friend.
Oh man, I'm ready. I'm
Very
ready. I'm
interesting
ready.
questions. So, what is the most embarrassing date that you ever been on?
Ooh, most embarrassing date that I've ever been on. Most embarrassing date that I've ever been on. Um, honestly, it was one. Okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what it was. It was. I was like 16 or something like that. We went on a date. I don't even know where we went on a date to. I think it was the movies or something. But we ended up. I was like in the girl's car with her and everything. We were just chilling and talking, and we ended up getting in like an argument. And it was like it wasn't bad. It wasn't over anything like important or anything. It wasn't anything crazy. But I was so mad that I just got out the car and just started walking like home. And of course, like, in the heat of the moment, like when you're mad at first, you're like, yeah, I did the right thing, I'm gone, whatever. Da, da, da. But then, like, I'm telling you, like 2 minutes into it, I was just like, I feel like an idiot, man. I feel like it's such a dummy. And then I'm like walking the same way that she's driving too. So she has to like pass me. She has to like pass me on the way out, bro. Yeah, I definitely felt super embarrassed that day. Definitely felt super
That's interesting.
embarrassed.
So, I think I know the answer to this one.
Oh boy.
You suddenly, sorry. So yeah, you suddenly find yourself on stage for your own TED talk
Okay. For
with
my
no
own.
prior planning.
Okay.
What's a topic that you could discuss for 18 minutes?
For 18 minutes?
Yeah, but I'm gonna throw in this little
Caveat.
wrench.
Okay.
This wrench into your plan. It can't be about music.
Oh, come on. That was an easy one. I was gonna say about music. Something that I could talk about for 18 minutes. I think that I could talk about for 18 minutes, like the importance of like this is gonna sound so corny and so like niche, but I do think I could talk for 18 minutes about just the importance of having a happy workforce as a business. Like I do think that I could talk about a lot of different things that go into, how much of people's lives go into work, how much people are affected by their work, you know what I mean, and how much they carry it home, and just how important it means to have the people that work in your business to be happy, or at least satisfied, content, at least. Yeah, I know it's mad random and mad niche, but I could talk about that. My second choice would be like Kobe. I could probably talk about Kobe for 18 minutes, but that would just really be just like a play-by-play of his 81-point game in 18 minutes. In 18 minutes.
Would you act it out?
No, just talk it out. Like, well, first the inbound was to like it just go through the whole thing. 3 passes, and then he gets to Kobe and he lays it up on the right side. That was a good one though. That was definitely a good one.
So there's two that I want to ask, but we only
Okay.
do three.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out what's the best one.
I mean, hey, you could double up for
Here's a,
YouTube.
here's a funny one.
Okay.
In your opinion,
Oh,
which animal is the most suspicious and why?
what animal is the most suspicious? You know what's and why? You know what? I feel like this is mad typical, I'm not gonna lie. But it's raccoons because of the way that they hold stuff. Like it's too real, man. I don't know. Like raccoons act too human like.
They are real.
I mean, they act too human like. Like I think the animals that act really human like creep me out. Like even like when people say like horses like, you know how they say like horses' eyes look like human eyes? Like that creeps me out.
Never heard that before.
That people say that like horses' eyes. Even like chimps and stuff kind of creep me out too. I can't lie. They kind of creep me out, bro.
I could agree with that
It's
one.
like too human, man. Like they be like doing sign language and shit. Like I don't know. That's a natural, man. But yeah, definitely. Raccoon is a suspicious animal, man. They just look suspicious. Like it's like anytime you even look at a raccoon, it's like it looks like it's like you just caught it with something every time.
Because more than likely you did catch it.
But yeah,
For me, it's sloths.
Sloths.
Yeah.
Is it the slow moving that just like creeps you
Yeah.
out? This makes it
There's
distrustful.
no way that anything's that slow.
Or like, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I can
Like
see.
turtles are supposed to be slow, but that's a misconception. Turtles aren't that slow.
I mean, turtles got some speed to it. I mean, considering
Tortoises are slow, but it's because they have short legs and they're huge.
There you go.
Something that big shouldn't move that slow.
Yeah, it's like you're doing it on purpose. Like,
Yeah.
what's your deal, sloths? What's your
Yeah.
deal? And that also creeps me out. Can't lie. Yo, mad animals creep me out. Sloths definitely creep me out, man.
I
Like,
know that animals creep me out. That's why I wanted to ask.
bro, imagine like you're asleep. This is it's
Like
creepy.
you're afraid of dogs.
It's creeping me out. I'm not afraid of dogs. I'm not afraid of dogs. I have a good relationship with dogs now. I'll say that. But sloths, imagine being asleep, right? And like a sloth is like climbing up you, bro. That's weird. This is weird. It feels mad weird, bro. And it'll be mad slow. Like you're like getting
That's a
attacked.
weird thought.
Weird thought. Weird thought. I don't even want to get into it. But look, man, let's end the podcast on this, bro, because I'm already creeped all the way out, dog. I can't even lie. My eyes twitching right now. It's weird right now. It's weird.
Well, as always, it's been your boys.
At Just Mar B on Instagram. Never forget it because I'm gonna say it every episode.
But what's your name?
Oh, it's Mar B though. But it's just Mar B. You know what I mean?
It's your boys. It's at Just Mar B on it. Like
if I'm saying it's just Mar B, it's just Mar B. Just Mar B.
Okay. All right. I understand the play on words. And it's your boy Mick, aka iGoyaXX on Instagram. Check out the YouTube page. Look it up in the search bar of YouTube, the 110 Network, because that means that we're bringing some more hot fire to you, not just these regular weekly podcasts. And thank you so much for your support.
Thank you. Peace. Tell us we're pretty on YouTube comments.
I don't like liars.
No cap. Peace. Oh, almost ended this the wrong way.